Mountain meditation. This meditation is normally done in a sitting position, either on the floor or on a chair. Begin by sensing the support you have from the chair or the cushion, paying attention to the actual sensations of contact. Finding a position of stability and poise, upper body balanced over your hips and shoulders in a comfortable but alert posture. Place your hands on your lap or your knees. Allow your arms to hang by their own weight, like heavy curtains, stable and relaxed. Actually sensing into your body, feeling your feet, your legs, your hips, lower and upper body, arms, shoulders, your neck, and finally your head. When you're ready, allow yourself to close your eyes, bringing awareness to your breath, the actual physical sensations. Feel each breath as it comes in and goes out, letting the breath just be as it is, without trying to change it or regulate it in any way. Allowing it to flow easily and naturally with its own rhythm and pace. Knowing you are breathing perfectly well right now. There's nothing else for you to do. Allow the body to be still and sitting with a sense of dignity, a sense of resolve, a sense of being complete, whole, and in this very moment, with your posture reflecting this sense of wholeness. As you sit here, let an image form in your mind's eye of the most magnificent or beautiful mountain that you know, or that you have seen, or that you can imagine. Letting it gradually come into greater focus. And even if it doesn't come as a visual image, allow the sense of this mountain and feeling its overall shape, its lofty peak or peaks high in the sky, the large base rooted in the bedrock of the earth's crust, and its steep or gently sloping sides. Notice how massive it is, how solid, how unmoving, how beautiful it is, whether from afar or up close. Perhaps your mountain has snow blanketed on the top and trees reaching down to the base, or rugged granite sides. There may be streams and waterfalls cascading down the slopes. There may be one peak or several peaks, or with meadows and lakes. observing it, noting its qualities, and when you feel ready, seeing if you can bring the mountain into your own body, sitting here, so that your body and the mountain in your mind's eye become one while you're sat here. You share in the massiveness and the stillness and the majesty of the mountain. You become the mountain. Grounded in the sitting posture, your head becomes the lofty peak, supported by the rest of the body and affording a panoramic view. Your shoulders and arms, the sides of the mountain, your behind and your legs, the solid base, rooted to your cushion or your chair, experiencing in your body a sense of uplift from deep within your pelvis and spine. With each breath, as you continue sitting, becoming a little more a breathing mountain, alive and vital, yet unwavering in your inner stillness, completely what you are, beyond words and thought, a centered, grounded, unmoving presence. As you sit here, become aware of the fact that the sun travels across the sky. The light and shadows and colours are changing virtually moment by moment in the mountain's stillness, and the surface teems with life and activity. Streams, melting snow, waterfalls, plants, and wildlife. You're aware of all of the sounds and the smells that are in the mountain. As the mountain sits, seeing and feeling how night follows day and day follows night, the bright warming sun followed by the cool night sky studded with stars, and the gradual dawning of the new day. As this happens, you can see all of the colours, the full spectrum of the rainbow as the new day dawns, from the deep purples and the blues, right through all of the colours until the sun rises with clear white light. Through it all, the mountain just sits, experiencing change in each moment, constantly changing, yet always aware of just being itself. It remains still as the seasons flow into one another, and as the weather changes, moment by moment, and day by day. Calmness abiding all change. In summer, there is no snow on the mountain, except perhaps for the very peaks or in some crags shielded from direct sunlight. In the autumn, the mountain may wear a coat of brilliant fire colours as all the leaves have started to turn. In the winter, a blanket of snow and ice. In any season, the mountain may find itself, at times, enshrouded in clouds or fog, or pelted by freezing rain. People may come to see the mountain and comment on how beautiful it is, or how it's not a good day to see the mountain, that it's too cloudy or too rainy, too much fog, or it's getting dark. None of this matters to the mountain, which remains at all times its essential self. Clouds may come and clouds may go. Tourists may like it or not. The mountain's magnificence and beauty are not changed one bit whether people see it or not. If it's seen or unseen, in sun or clouds, whether it's day or night, it just sits, being itself. At times, the mountain may be visited by violent storms, buffeted by snow and rain and winds of unthinkable magnitude. But through it all, the mountain sits. When spring comes, trees leaf out, flowers bloom in the high meadows and slopes, birds sing in the trees once again. Streams begin to overflow with the waters of melting snow. Through it all, the mountain continues to sit, unmoved by the weather, by what happens on its surface, by the world of appearances. It remains its essential self. Through the seasons, through the changing weather, the activity ebbing and flowing on its surface. In the same way, as we sit in meditation, we can learn to experience the mountain. We can embody the same central, unwavering stillness and sense of being grounded in the face of everything that changes in our lives, over seconds, over hours, over years. In our lives and in our meditation practice, we experience constantly the changing nature of mind, of our body, and that of the outer world. We have our own periods of light and darkness, of activity and stillness, our moments of colour and our moments when we feel drab. It's true that we experience storms of varying intensity and violence in the outer world and in our own minds and bodies, buffeted by high winds, by the cold and the rain. We endure periods of darkness and pain, as well as the moments of joy and uplift. Even our appearance changes constantly, experiencing a weather all of its own. By becoming the mountain in our meditation practice, we can link up with its strength and stability and adopt those qualities as our own. We can use its energies to support our energy to encounter each moment with mindfulness and clarity. It may help us to see that our own thoughts and feelings, our own preoccupations and emotions are like storms and crisis. Even the things that happen to us are very much like the weather on the mountain. We tend to take it all personally, but the mountain's strongest characteristic is that it's impersonal. The weather of our own lives is not to be ignored or denied. It is to be encountered, honoured, felt, known for what it is, and held in awareness. Holding it in this way, we come to know a deeper silence, a deeper stillness, and a deeper wisdom. Mountains have this to teach us, and much more, if we can begin to let it in. If you find you resonate in some way with the strength and stability of the mountain in your sitting, it may be helpful to use it from time to time in your meditation practice to remind you of what it means to sit mindfully with resolve and with wakefulness in true stillness. In the time that remains, continue to sustain the mountain meditation on your own, in silence, moment by moment, until you hear the sound of the bell.